Howdy folks, Indestructicon here with another Wonderlands build video. This time we will be looking at my Spellshot Stabbomancer Spellblade build. Now, this build is probably going to get nerfed really soon, so I just wanted to play with some of these elements here before this gets broken, hence the title of the video. We're going to try to make this one quick. This is kind of an experimental thing. I just wanted to show off this raid boss killing build I came up with. And yeah, but before we get into the build, I would just like to give a quick shout out to Grey Wolf and Awesome Noobster. They are Wonderlands and Borderlands builders that have YouTube channels, and I've just been chatting with them a little bit, and they have really good content, so you should check out their channels if you have a chance. I will link them in the description below. So let's just get right into it. Like I said, I'm not going to explain every single little thing here. This was just kind of a for fun build, and I never really did a big, you know, 1 or 2 shot kill raid boss build. So here we go. Let's get into it. I have 3 points in Spell Sniper. We have 3 points in Prestidigitation. I have 2 points in Just Warming Up. I got 1 point in Mage Armor, 5 points in Font of Mana, 1 point in Glass Cannon, and 1 point in High Thread Count. Now in our Stabbo tree, we have 3 points in Haste, 5 points in Potent Poisons, 3 points in Exploit Their Weakness, 5 points in Swift Death, 3 points in Nimble Fingers, 5 points in Sneak Attack, 3 points in Contagion, and 1 point in Alchemical, whatever. This one, Agent. Okay, so that's for the tree. Nothing too crazy. Now, let's look at our gear here. So I decided I'm throwing every trick in the book here. Some of these types of builds I kind of poked a little bit of fun at, so here I am trying one. We are using a live wire. This is a melee type build, but instead of using like a traditional melee weapon, we will be using the Spellblade. Now the Spellblade melee attacks deal spell damage instead of melee damage. Melee attacks increase spell critical chance by 80% for 6 seconds. Now, how we're going to make this so powerful is based on the armor we're going to use. We're going to be using the Paradigm. Now, this build is totally not optimized, and you could probably find better versions of all of this, but let me just explain the main interaction here real quick. So, the Spellblade works on dealing melee and spell damage. You can make this stronger by increasing both of those, but the main thing you want to look for on your Paradigm is melee damage and ability damage are increased by 35% of your increased spell damage. So that, in conjunction with our spell weaving stacks, is going to make our melee attacks with the Spellblade hit really, really hard. Now, as you saw in the intro video, it did the raid bosses pretty easy. I did beat Tiny Tina. It just wasn't a very exciting fight, so I just wanted to cut it out. Oh, and we are using From the Shadows. So let's look at the rest of our stuff here. I am also using Pixies, something I have not been the biggest fan of, but it works really, really good for getting your stacks up, and these are actually still very strong, and I figured why not? Since we're throwing everything else in this build, we'll just use them too. We are also using a Buffmeister here. I have Bonk Zap on here. I'm sure any ice Buffmeister with Zap on it is going to be your most important thing to look for. I've gone back and forth on the necklaces. You can pretty much use whatever you feel will work out best. This one's not the best, but again, it's not super important, so I was just trying to get a little more action skill cooldown here. Now, the Bad Egg. The shield is pretty cool. We are using a Bad Egg, which gives you 20% movement speed and melee damage, deals 35% bonus dark magic damage while ward is depleted. So you can use your reloading to get yourself up a little bit of shield with mage armor, and then once you switch to your live wire, you can let your shield go down and it won't refill, so you can get the benefits of Bad Egg. For the enchantment on this, I have rolled when health is below 50%, regenerate 5% maximum health per second, and gain plus 30% damage dealt. Now, the extra damage dealt is nice, but really, we just kind of on this build wanted the 5% maximum health, because this build doesn't actually natively recharge health in any way. So you're going to be counting on your dark magic damage and this to get any life back. For our rings, I just have a silicone spell damage ring here, and I have a spell damage Sharksbane ring here. And that's it. It's a super simple little quick build. I just wanted to use some of those big interactions that have been popular for a while that I've never really put into a build. So I stacked a whole bunch of them into one. Anyway, it's really fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, this build probably will be broken or nerfed in the next week or two. And that's all I got. Thank you guys for checking this out. If you do like these videos, I hate to be the guy that asks for subscriptions, but I need some subscriptions. So if you guys do like this content and you have an extra second, I'd appreciate it if you hit that button. That being said, we will see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.